So Namo Buddhaya, dear children. So again today we are going to start our Dhamma class. So therefore, before observing 5 precepts, let's take refuge in the triple gems. Okay? Say with me. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tasse bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhasse. Namo tasse bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhasse. Namo tasse bhagavato arahato Samma sambuddhasse. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear children, now let's worship Supreme Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Say with me to worship to Sharan. Iti piso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vijjācarana sampanno Sugato lokavido Anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati Santa deva manussanam buddho bhagavati Swakhato bhagavata dhammo Sanditthiko akaliko Ehi passiko openayiko Paccattaṃ veditambo viññohiti Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgo Ujjupatipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgo Ñāya patipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgo Sāmici patipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgo Yadidaṃ cattari purisa yugani Atta purisa puggala Esa bhagavato sāvaka saṅgo Ahuneyo pahuneyo Dakhineyo anjali karaniyo Anuttaraṃ puññakkhetaṃ lokassati Sadhu Sadhu, sadhu. Dear children, again today, this Sunday, we are going to learn some beautiful Dhamma facts which was said by our Supreme Buddha, the great teacher. So, dear children, I thought today, so I am going to teach you a beautiful Dhamma fact about Supreme Buddha's life, because we need to learn about Buddha a lot. If we know more and more about our Supreme Buddha, his life story, his meritorious actions he did in the past lives, so we can make our mind delightful in the Buddha. We can be very happy about Supreme Buddha. In this way, you can live happily throughout whole day and night. So therefore, we are going to learn about meritorious actions which were done by the Supreme Buddha in past lives. What kind of meritorious actions Buddha did in the past lives to gain some meritorious like marks on his body and results. You know, so in Supreme Buddha's body there are 32 meritorious marks. How many? 32. Only in great people's body those things can be seen. Not in every person's body. It's very rare. You need to have a huge amount of merits to gain those kind of meritorious marks on your body. It's very rare. If someone has got these kind of 32 meritorious marks on his body, there are two destinies in his life. If he stay at home, who has got meritorious marks on his body, 32 meritorious marks completely. If he stay at home, he surely becomes the universal king. He becomes the universal king. And if he gives up lay life and if he become a monk, then he would become the Supreme Buddha. There is no other result for the person who has got 32 meritorious marks on his body. So if he stays at home, he would become the universal king. Universal king means the king who rules the whole world. Nowadays, a little area is being ruled by kings. But if someone has got these meritorious marks because of doing meritorious things in the past lives, he becomes the universal king. He is the only king for whole world. All other kings are under this meritorious king. He is called universal king, Chakravarti Samrat. So if he gives up his lay life, he becomes the Supreme Buddha. There is no other fruit in his life. So our Supreme Buddha got 32 marks on his body many times in long sansaric journey, and he became universal king many times, but he didn't become the Supreme Buddha before, because if he become the Supreme Buddha, that's the last birth in this sorrowful sansaric journey. He would attain the Nibbana. So today we will talk about a little, like 3 or 4 meritorious marks, and what kind of things done by the Buddha in the past lives to gain these kind of things, and because of having these meritorious marks, what kind of result he got in this life. In this way, we talk about these things. Okay, you can see it, right? Eh? Can you see? Right. So, in this case, we are going to learn about like 6 marks which were on Buddha's beautiful body. So, the first one we are going to talk about, Buddha had feet, feet with level soles. Sole means under the foot. So, under the foot is called sole. So, Buddha had a level sole. Our sole is in this way. So, we touch the ground with heels and the front of the sole. But in Buddha's foot, completely his sole is fully flat. That's the first meritorious mark which is in Buddha's body. Level sole. So we are going to talk about it in detail. What kind of meritorious things Buddha did in the past life to gain this kind of meritorious mark, and because of having that meritorious mark, what kind of result, what kind of facilities or happiness or fruits Buddha got in this life. Okay? Actually, the second mark in this case, on the soles of his feet, there are imprints of 1,000 spoked wheels with rims and hubs, complete in every detail. The second meritorious mark in Buddha's body is, so on Buddha's sole, under Buddha's foot, there are so many wheels, the imprints of wheels. You can see beautiful wheels with 1,000 spokes and rim and hub, everything in clear detail. Beautiful, we call it chakka in Hindi. So, wheel marks on Buddha's sole. So beautiful. Yeah, I can remember after coming to India, so you use mehendi to make these kind of things on your palms like that. So like that, from birth, on Buddha's soles there are prints of wheels, 1,000 spokes and with rims and hubs, everything in detail. Beautiful marks of wheels on Buddha's sole. So if Buddha shows his feet, we can see beautiful these kind of wheels on Buddha's soles. That's the second meritorious mark. So when Buddha meditate, everyone can see this beautiful meritorious mark on his soles, because Buddha sit down in Padmasana. So therefore, and the third one, he has long heels. It is also a meritorious mark. And Buddha has long fingers and toes. Fingers, they are same, they are like ours, but they are a little bit longer than ours. That makes a person handsome, beautiful, elegant. So therefore, Buddha's fingers are a little bit longer than ours. So beautiful. And Buddha's hands and feet are soft and tender. We can't bend our legs to sit down cross-legged. It is very hard. Okay, but Buddha's legs and hands are very flexible. Very flexible. So that's the next meritorious mark on Buddha's body. And there, in these ways, we can talk about other marks future, right? So now we are going to talk about the meritorious actions, what Buddha did in the past to gain these kind of beautiful things in his body. The first mark about level sole of feet. Okay? In some past lives, past existence, the Buddha was reborn as a human being. In many lives, Buddha was born as a human being. In his lives, he firmly undertook and persisted in wholesome behaviors. He did many good things when he was a human being in various lives, such as good conduct by body speech, like following shield, keeping precepts. He did many good things like that. And he practiced giving. He practiced dana, Supreme Buddha. And the Supreme Buddha practiced taking 5 precepts, observing 8 precepts, and paying respect to mother and father and virtuous people. In these ways, Buddha did many meritorious things, many good things in his past lives. So therefore, because of following these good things firmly, very tightly, he followed these good things. He didn't loosen in doing these things. So he firmly did all these beautiful things in his lives. Therefore, it says, therefore, after death, Supreme Buddha was born in the heavenly world in many, many, many lives in the past. This is not about this life. This is about Buddha's past lives. In past lives, Buddha did many meritorious things very firmly. Very firmly. So therefore, Buddha was born in the heavenly world again and again. When Buddha comes to this world as a human being, Buddha got flat souls, because of doing meritorious things firmly in past lives. Buddha got flat souls. So therefore, Buddha touches the ground evenly, and Buddha raises feet evenly. So in this way, Buddha's body is different from ours. It's very beautiful, and it shows what kind of meritorious things he did to others. Buddha's body says about his meritorious actions he did in the past. So this is the meritorious thing he did to gain this beautiful mark. So after that, this says, this comes in Lakkhaṇa Sutta in Dīgha Nikāya. So it says, because of having this mark, because of having these flat souls, what is the result of that meritorious action is, he, after becoming the Buddha, he tears the veil of ignorance in the world. He removed moha, he removed ignorance, and he become the Supreme Buddha. And after becoming the Supreme Buddha, he can't be defeated by anyone. That's the result. Did you understand? Because he did meritorious things very firmly. No one could stop him. He firmly kept doing good things in his past lives. Therefore, in this life, Buddha can't be defeated by anyone. Any gods, Mara, Brahma, or any human. Because it is a result of his own meritorious action. Therefore, it never changes. So no one can defeat the Buddha. Did you understand? So because of having these flat souls, Buddha can't be defeated by anyone in this world. That's why he defeated the Mara and became the Supreme Buddha. So please remember this beautiful thing about the Supreme Buddha's life. So Buddha is not like us. Even his body is different. Body says that this is a meritorious person. His body says. Wise people, Jnani Log, wise people know that this is a very meritorious person, because there are so many meritorious marks on Buddha's body. So therefore, dear children, be happy about Supreme Buddha's life. He is great. So he is our teacher. Second mark is, so on Supreme Buddha's foot there are marks of wheels, like this. You can see it, like in the middle here. You can see it. So like that. So on Buddha's soul there are marks of wheel with 100 these things. So you can see in detail. It is very beautiful mark on Buddha's soul. So this is the second thing. So this says what kind of meritorious things Buddha did in the past life to have this beautiful mark on his body. It says, it's a very difficult meritorious thing Buddha did. It says, in past lives, when Buddha was a human being like us, he brought happiness to many people. He helped people to gain happiness, removing threats of thieves or other terror of demons, like that. So Buddha removed others' problems. Buddha solved others' problems. Buddha eliminated others' fear. In this way, Buddha brought happiness to many people's life in past lives. So therefore, and Buddha provided protection and security to many people. It is a meritorious thing if we do it. So if we help others to live happily, and if we remove others' threat, or if others have some kind of like fear or something like that, if we can help them to be free from it, so it is a meritorious thing. So Buddha did it. Buddha did in many lives. He helped others to be free from fear. Sometimes Buddha removed a demon's attack, or Buddha stopped thieves' attacks, like that. So in this way, Buddha protected human beings. Buddha protected people and brought happiness to them. Therefore, Buddha got this beautiful mark on his soul, this mark of wheels with 100 spokes and a rim, and in the middle hub. Everything in clear detail. So therefore, this mark says that Buddha in past lives helped many people to live happily. So after having this mark, what kind of result Buddha got? What kind of result Buddha got? So the result is, possessing this mark, if this great man continues to live in the palace, he would become the universal king. But if he become the monk, he becomes the Buddha. After becoming the Buddha, he has a large following of people. So, like monks, nuns, lay people, laymen, lay women, gods, humans, asuras, nagas, and gandharvas. In these kinds of, there would be so many followers of the Buddha because of having this meritorious mark on his soul, on his foot, on his feet. Did you understand? So I quote some point in this beautiful Dhamma fact. I understood that. So if we help others to live happily, if we remove others' problems or fear or like that, then we would gain many followers, many parivar, many people who are following us. So if he become the universal king, he would have a large following of people, treasury officials, military officers, guardsmen, ministers, counselors, and sheriffs and princes. Like that, there would be various kinds of people who would gather with him, who would help him, who would follow him. So therefore, it is a very beautiful thing. We also can do it little by little. But Buddha did it in a great way in past lives. Buddha helped others live happily without fear. Therefore, Buddha got this beautiful, wheel mark on his foot. Can you remember it? So, Buddha's feet is like this. Remember this beautiful photo. So, there are 4 footprints in this world. One is in Sri Lanka, in Sripada. There is a higher mountain. On the top of mountain, there is one footprint of the Supreme Buddha, which is kept on a blue jewel, like manik. And then blue gem, and then there is another one. There are another 3 in other 3 places. I can't remember right now. So there are only 4 footprints of the Supreme Buddha in this world. And in Sri Lanka, many Buddhist people go there and worship Buddha's footprint. So it's very beautiful. In the past, people could see Buddha's footprint. Now it is covered with other stones because it was kept on blue gem. So everyone would steal it. So therefore, later kings covered it with some stone, and they made Buddha's footprint on it. So we can see it nowadays. Second one is in Vishnupada temple. So that's also Buddha's. We went there one day, and if you put some milk on it, you can see Buddha's beautiful footprint. And you get shocked after seeing the Buddha's footprint. Like Buddha, we feel like we saw the Buddha right now. So that footprint is so much beautiful, and it's that place is not ours right now. So and there are 2 other footprints. One is in, I think, in Naga world, and one is in somewhere else. So in this ways. So these footprints meaning is, Buddha helped others to live happily. Buddha removed others' fear and all other problems. Therefore, Buddha got this beautiful mark. Because of having this beautiful mark, Buddha had many followers. That's why Buddha has many followers. Like even today, there are thousands of people who have taken refuge in the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, who are the followers of the Supreme Buddha. In Buddha's time, even today there are millions of gods and Brahmas, Nagas, Asuras who are following the Supreme Buddha. So it is a result of meritorious action done by the Supreme Buddha. So therefore, throughout this Buddha's time, there would be millions of followers of the Supreme Buddha as a result of Buddha's meritorious action. So be happy about Supreme Buddha. Even Buddha's soul, Buddha's feet is also this much beautiful. Next one is Supreme Buddha has long heels, he has long fingers and toes, and his body is as straight as a Brahma's body. Oh, the Brahma's body? You didn't see the Brahma, but imagine his body should be very straight. That's why it says in this way. Buddha's body is also as straight as a Brahma's body. So it means Brahma Devata's body is very straight, very Tejapata, very powerful looking. So therefore, so it says, in some past lives, the Buddha was reborn as human being. He abstained from killing beings. Even today you observe this precept, right? Like that, Buddha in his past lives, he abstained from killing beings, and he didn't use any weapons to harm others, to kill others. So in many lives, Buddha didn't kill living beings. Buddha practiced this precept. Buddha kept this precept well. He was ashamed of killing. He didn't want to even kill others or hurt others. He was very kind, living full of compassion for all beings. Due to performing those deeds, he was reborn in the heaven in many lives. So, in the past, Buddha never killed living beings in many lives. So therefore, Buddha was born in the heavenly world again and again. When Buddha comes to the human world, he got long heels, long fingers and toes. All of them are longer than us. And his body is as straight as Brahma's body. It's very beautiful, and it's because it is a meritorious mark. It wouldn't be ugly. It should be very beautiful and like that. So because of having these marks on his body, it means because of not killing living beings, what Buddha got is, in this life, Buddha has a long lifespan and no foes or enemies, or no one can kill the Buddha. No one is able to take Buddha's life. This is the result of not killing living beings. Wow. Even today, nowadays, everyone lives with this fear that someone would kill me, someone would hurt me. But if we didn't kill living beings in the past lives, with happy mind, if we have kept that precept, then it's very hard to kill those people, because they have that kind of merits which help them to live longer. So like that, in Supreme Buddha's life, he didn't kill living beings in many lives. Therefore, no one can kill the Supreme Buddha. It is impossible. Killing the Buddha is impossible. Think about it, dear children. So our Supreme Buddha is in every side. He is perfect. He is marvelous. So even no one can kill the Buddha, our Supreme Buddha. So there is no one in this world like that. Only the Buddha. So everyone is under the threat of killing. So but Supreme Buddha can't be killed by anyone in this world. That's amazing. Buddha can sleep may happily because no one can kill him. There is no fear of death in this way. When he wants, he would die. So therefore, one day I think you have heard of these stories sometimes, like Devadatta, who was a monk in Buddha's dispensation, and he was a cousin of the Buddha, but he wanted to kill the Buddha and become the Buddha. He thought that if he killed the Buddha, he would become the Buddha automatically. Even he couldn't understand that simple thing. Then he tried in many ways to kill the Supreme Buddha. So after hearing this thing, many monks gathered and they made groups, and they decided throughout whole day and night we take shifts to protect the Buddha's room, Buddha's life. So we would guard him throughout day and night as shifts. So they made many groups, and so in the night Buddha hears some sounds, noises, and Buddha asks Ananda Banteji, Ananda, what are these like sounds, like voices? Then the Ananda Bante said, Bante, our monks, they in many groups, they are going to take shifts in order to protect you, guard you. So they are like doing patrol around your kuti throughout the night. These voices coming from them. Then Buddha addressed all the monks in that night, and everyone gathered in front of Buddha's room. Then Buddha preached beautiful Dhamma. Buddha said, monks, Buddha's life can't be taken by anyone in this world. So therefore, Buddha needn't to be protected by anyone in this world. Why it happens? Because Buddha never killed living beings in past lives. Buddha has that kind of beautiful merit in his life. Therefore, no one can kill the Buddha. Our Buddha is great, marvelous. Be happy about Supreme Buddha. So, and then next thing is in Supreme Buddha's body, there are like muscle filled in 7 places. In normal human body, the bones can be seen on those places, but in Buddha's body, bones can't be seen because it is covered with muscles. There are 7 places like that. They are the backside of hand, on both hands. On our hand, the like veins, nuts, and bones can be seen. In Buddha's body, these things can't be seen because it is covered with muscle. And on both feet, upside, it is covered with muscle like this on feet. And on shoulders, on both shoulders, on our body, bone, collarbone can be seen, but on Buddha's body, it is covered with muscle. Therefore, it is completely beautiful. So, eye-catching and pleasing body. And back of his neck. So, in back of our body, bones can be seen, but on Buddha's body, it is covered with muscle. These are the 7 places which are covered with muscles on Buddha's body, while it is not covered on others. So, why he got this kind of meritorious marks on his body? It's very amazing. It is because in past lives, dear children, in past lives, Buddha offered delicious food to others. Buddha offered delicious food to others. Because of offering delicious things to others, Buddha got these marks. Not only offering things, not just offering food to others, but offering delicious food to others. He got these beautiful marks on his body. So therefore, if we also offer, when we offer something, if we can offer delicious things to others, like if the Supreme Buddha Day, like on that place, in that area or in that country, or among those people, which is delicious for them, he offered those things to them. In these ways, all the time, Buddha offered very delicious things to others. Because of, it says delicious food or drinks and other like desserts, something like that, and toffee like that, meeta vagera. So these kinds of various things he offered. Therefore, it says, after offering delicious things to others, he was born in the heavenly world again and again. And later, when he comes to the human world, his body, saying that he did these things in the past, he got these beautiful marks on his body. His both backside of his hand and feet, and on his shoulders and back of his on his back, back of his neck, like that side, is covered with muscles. What is the result of that thing? If he stay at home, he would become the universal king. If he become a monk, he would become Supreme Buddha. After becoming the Supreme Buddha, he would receive delicious food all the time. That's the result of offering delicious things to others. Like now, if you earn money, when you are capable of, when you can work hard, you put money in the bank, and later, when you can't work anymore, you have something collected, then you can live happily. You can buy anything what you want. There is no limit. There is no problem. Like that, Buddha collected happiness in the past by doing good things, by giving, by keeping precepts, in these ways, not killing other beings, and protecting others, helping others in these ways. Therefore, in the last life, Buddha received every single happiness which can be gained in human world or in heavenly world or in Brahma world. In this anyway, which can be gained is received by the Supreme Buddha. So therefore, because of offering delicious foods, Buddha got this kind of bodily meritorious marks, and as a result of that, Buddha received delicious food, drinks, and desserts, and sweets, and all other things. So these are the, we talk about some kind of meritorious marks which are on the Buddha's body. But there are 32 marks. All other things are very beautiful and very interesting, so beautiful. So we can understand how Buddha spent his past lives, and how Buddha's body is. We can understand after reading this beautiful sutta. So, but now we don't have that much time. So now we are going to end up our Dhamma class. So therefore, dear children, finally, just remember that our Buddha's our Buddha's body is filled with meritorious marks. Therefore, Buddha's body is very beautiful and it is different from us, and it is more handsome, beautiful than anyone in this world, anyone in this heavenly world or Brahma world. And because as a result of those marks, Buddha got various kinds of happiness and facilities in this life. Okay? Therefore, be happy about Supreme Buddha. There is no one equal to the Supreme Buddha. Buddha is the greatest person in this world. Okay? Say sadhu, 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 sadhu. So, dear children, now again let's practice loving kindness meditation only for 5 minutes. Okay? Everyone, sit back comfortably. Sit back comfortably. Oh, keep your body like little bit straight. And keep your neck straight. But keep at the same time, your body must be relaxed. Slowly close your eyes. Now you are only listening to me. Now listen carefully. I am going to chant loving kindness meditation. So you need to follow my words and spread loving kind thoughts to every single person who live in this world. Okay? Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May I be free from anger. May I be free from ill will. May I be free from jealousy. May I be free from mental suffering. May I be free from physical suffering. May I live in peace. May I live happily. As I am, may all beings who live in this my house be free from anger, be free from ill will, be free from jealousy, be free from mental suffering, be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings who live in my village be free from anger, be free from ill will, be free from jealousy, be free from mental suffering, be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. may they live happily. May all beings who live in this province, this city, be free from anger, be free from ill will, be free from jealousy, be free from mental suffering, be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings who live in this province be free from anger, be free from ill will, be free from jealousy, be free from mental suffering, be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings who live in this country be free from anger, be free from ill will, be free from jealousy, be free from mental suffering, be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings who live in this world be free from anger, be free from ill will, be free from jealousy, be free from mental suffering, be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. As I am, may all beings who live in this world be free from anger, be free from ill will, be free from jealousy, be free from mental suffering, be free from physical suffering. May they live in peace. May they live happily. May all beings live happily. May all beings live happily. May all beings live happily. May this meditation help me to be free from anger. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear children, now we are going to share merits. So, let's share all the merits you collected by, first of all, by taking refuge in the triple gem, and after that by like observing 5 precepts, listening to Buddha's beautiful like Dhamma facts, especially about Buddha himself, and practicing loving kindness meditation. So in these ways you collected many merits which gives you happiness. So therefore let's share all the merits you collected with gods and Brahmas. May they also rejoice in these merits. May they be well and happy. May gods and Brahmas help you to collect more merits and live happily, peacefully. And may gods and Brahmas have chance to attain Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu. And let's share all the merits with especially my teacher Guru Banteji and all other monks who live in this world who are propagating Dhamma. May all the monks rejoice in these merits, and may they be well and happy, be healthy, have long lives. May monks also have chance to escape from this long sansaric journey. Sadhu, sadhu. And with the help of all the merits you collected today, and with the blessings of Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha and ours, may you all, your parents, siblings and teachers be well and happy, be healthy, have long lives. May you all have chance to do your studies very well and to collect many merits and to build up many good qualities in your beautiful lives and to live happily, peacefully, and may you have chance to attain beautiful Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Let's ask forgiveness from the triple gem. Say with me. Kayena vacha chittena pamadena maya katang acchayang kamami bante bhuri panya tathagata. Kayena vacha chittena pamadena maya katang acchayang kamami dhamme Sandittika akalika kayena vacha chittena pamadena maya kata acchayang kamami sangha punyaketang anuttara. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So I bless you all. Abhivadana silissa niccang vaddhapachayino cattaro dhamma vaddanti ayuvanno sukhang balang ngayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti mevaca ato nibbana sampatti iminate samijjato. Sukhi ho, sukhi ho, sukhi ho. Namo Buddhaya.